Hello, welcome to the Montreal Show, the cybersecurity show. We have a Linux vulnerability that exposed some secret Pokemons. Fans are upset everywhere. We're gonna get into it. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going dark. So, on October this month, Game Freak, the developer behind the Pokemon franchise, experienced a major data breach that exposed approximately 1 terabyte of sensitive information. So this incident, now known as the Terra leak, resulted from a misconfigured GitLab server due to a Linux permissions error. Now, do you guys think that we should stop, with the nicknames of the breaches? I don't know, let me know your opinion. So, the breach, right? The data breach occurred when an unidentified hacker gained access to an account with Game Freak administrator privileges. The exposed information includes employee details of over 2,600 staff and contractors, the source code for past Pokemon games, including X and Y, unreleased game data and concept art, development information for future projects, the details about the Nintendo Switch 2, codename Ounce, right? If you like this video so far, please take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button and the like button. If you like this video, if you appreciate it, if you love it, please hit that subscribe button and the like button. So moving on, there was technical details, right? The breach was caused by a simple but critical Linux mistake. Someone on the DevOps team reportedly used the chmod 777 command on a GitLab server configuration file containing admin user credentials. So this command grants read, write, and read, write, and execute permissions to everyone, right? Effectively leaving the server wide open to unauthorized access. So the aftermath and the impact of this is that Game Freak confirmed the breach, stating that unauthorized access, to their servers occurred, really back in August 2024. So the company has since implemented security measures to prevent similar incidents and contacting affected individuals. So the leaked data has been circulating on various online platforms, including forums and social media. So while the full extent of the leak is still being analyzed, it's considered one of the largest in gaming history, comparable to Nintendo's 2024 Giga Leak. So they had a Giga leak, now they have a Terra leak, now they have all these kinds of leaks and nicknames and stuff. I don't know, guys. So the hacker motives reportedly is, interestingly, the hacker behind the leak appears to be a Pokemon fan. They have chosen to withhold certain information to avoid spoiling unreleased content for other fans. So this suggests that the breach was not motivated by a malicious, it was not motivated by malicious intent. So they say, right? But rather by curiosity or a desire to access insider information. The incident highlights the critical importance of proper server configuration and access control, even for large and established companies in the gaming industry. It serves as a reminder that simple mistakes in Linux permissions can lead to catastrophic data breaches. Now, are there really are there really legal actions being taken against this hacker? There are several potential legal actions that could be taken against the hacker responsible for the Game Freak data breach, even though no specific actions have been mentioned yet for this case. Now, some of the possibilities, because of what this person was able to, see, is criminal charges, right? The hacker could face criminal charges under federal laws such as the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, that's CFAA, which prohibits unauthorized access to protected computers, potentially leading up to 10 years in prison for obtaining national security information, up to 5 years for accessing a computer to defraud and obtain value, up to 1 year for accessing a computer and obtaining information. There is the Stored Communications Act, SCA, which criminalizes unauthorized access to stored electronic communications. There's the Electronic Communications Privacy Act, the ECPA, which protects against unauthorized interception of electronic communications. Then there's civil lawsuits, right? Game Freak or affected individuals could potentially file civil lawsuits against the hacker for damages resulting from the breach, which includes, I guess, one of the big things is financial losses, emotional distress because you showed me Pokemons that I wasn't supposed to see yet. Reputational harm. Civil remedies might include injunctive relief, seizure of property, impounding of stolen information, and electronic devices used in the hack international, considerations. Now, given the global nature of the gaming industry, there may be international law issues to consider. As hackers and victims often reside in different countries, this could complicate legal proceedings and require cross-border cooperation. So, while specific legal actions have not been announced, the severity of the breach and the sensitive nature of the stolen data suggest that both criminal and civil actions are likely to be pursued once the hacker is identified. Now, while we're in the spirit of Linux exploits and vulnerabilities, let's go over some of them in 2024, right? So in 2024, several significant Linux vulnerabilities and exploits have emerged, posing very serious security risk to Linux-based systems. We had the CVE 2024-1086, that was the Linux kernel privilege escalation. This high severity vulnerability, the CVSS 7.8, affects the Linux kernel net filter component. That was disclosed on January 31st, 2024. It affected major enterprise Linux distributions like Debian, Ubuntu, Red Hat, and others. It allowed local privilege escalation proof of concept exploit that was released on March 26, 2024, which was an active exploitation observed in the wild. The vulnerability stems from a use after free issue that could be led to a double free vulnerability. Successful exploitation can bypass kernel address space layout randomization, KASLR, and potentially provide root access. You have the CUPS vulnerabilities, which was a set of critical vulnerabilities in the common Unix printing system. Obviously, CUPS, common Unix printing system, were discovered affecting various Linux distributions. Initially designed a CVSS score of 9.9 out of 10, which affect open printing CUPS used in most modern Linux distributions, right? When chained together, could potentially allow remote code execution impact systems where the CUPS browsed service is enabled. So these vulnerabilities could allow attackers to steal sensitive data or damage critical production systems if exploited successfully. You have the regress, HION, so REGRESSHION. That was the Open SSH remote code execution discovered by the Qualys, whatever you want to call it, threat research unit. This vulnerability affects Open SSH's server and the glibc-based Linux systems that allowed unauthenticated remote code execution as root. It stemmed from a signal handler race condition. It was, basically it was challenging, right, to exploit due to its nature as a remote race condition. It basically could have led to full system compromise if successfully exploited. Other notable vulnerabilities, you have the vulnerabilities that identified in 2024, the CVE 2024-42160. That was the F2FS file system vulnerability. You have the MPI i3 driver vulnerability. You have the BPF subsystem flaw, the TCP metrics vulnerability. So these vulnerabilities, they could have potentially led to a lot of system crashes, memory corruption, or denial of service scenarios. So the mitigation strategies are as follows, right? Apply security updates promptly, implement network segmentation and access controls, use intrusion detection systems to monitor for exploitation attempts, regularly access and patch vulnerable systems, okay? Follow distribution-specific guidelines for securing affected components. As the threat landscape continues to evolve, staying informed about new vulnerabilities and maintaining up-to-date security practices is crucial for protecting Linux-based systems, right? So that's what I have for you today. Please take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button and the like button. Once again, if you like this video, if you appreciate it, if you learned something new, please take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button and the like button. Also hit that notification bell so you are aware when I upload new videos. Also, place your opinions in the comment section below. Let's have some discourse about this event. And I appreciate your viewership. Stay safe and see you on the next video.